tryna take it down, place for you just scoring minds, best the bar.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got your watch list coming in February 7th, 2020, and I'm going to buy these 3 stocks. I want to do this video a little differently considering how this week is, well, the end of this week is going to be pivotal, setting us up into a very important week. How tomorrow plays out is going to be interesting. It's going to be a froggy Friday, ladies and gentlemen. So I have a specific plan in a few different plays. One play we did acquire today and a few that I'm looking at. Some of you guys might be interested in some YOLOs, but as we've even learned from this week, getting a little bit of time could be important. So I want to go over those, go over some quick keys of what to watch for and even what could cause a market shift here or how we're coming into that next week. And congratulations if you made it this far. This was a slow earnings week. This is a week that could have killed a lot of people. We got to avoid many earnings plays. We did play a few of them. We got to learn pretty quickly. We're coming off of a bunch of wins. So congrats if you made it this far and you got to avoid a bunch of bad plays. And if you didn't, hopefully you got to learn from it and keep that head in the game, baby. So I got all that. Let's get right into it. You guys know what you need to do. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you guys are subscribed. And if you don't know, we are live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before open. It's the first link in the description and it is pinned in the comments. We better see you there in the morning. It's free 99. It costs you nothing. We made the play. We got a 200%er on Bowen today. A lot of different news drop. Even a bunch of call outs I didn't even play. We were able to call them out on stream. We sourced that information. You guys took advantage of it. I love it. So please, please, please be there and please, please, please be positive and respectful. That is all we ask it. Thank you. I am under the weather here. I got my minor case of Wuhan, so thank you for holding it down. I hope you guys are ready. I'm excited. We got blessings coming the way. And, oh, wait, don't forget the most important thing you need to do. Post your watch list below. Let us know what you're looking at. If you got any plays, comments, any sort of earnings plays coming up for next week, any YOLO plays, put them down there below. And check out the other channels in the description. I said you guys got us 1,000 subscribers on the real estate channel. I might have to do a surprise for you tomorrow, so we will blend this in here. But let us get right into it. So, as far as the keys, today we saw something. There was more WHO, the World Health Organization, Corona updates them before today. Even though they were speaking, we put that live on stream. It was easy to notice that the news updates were coming in way more than before. We got more updates. We're over 600 deaths. But again, the market's at all-time highs right now, literally about to make even another new high. So keep that in mind. But now keep that in mind with this whole turning point and what we're watching out for. But this is something interesting today. The U.S. did not do good as China. We are up 0.5% is what we closed. And that's even considering this little after-hours move. We were actually up less than that. We didn't really do much today, but that's very interesting because China, they went straight up and went up another 2%. This is what I was trying to tell you guys. So even though China's coming up here and bouncing, they're still below their big Wuhan zone, even though they've been pumping in the money and you're seeing it go straight up. But the fact is now we're going to start seeing this divergence here. And so again, how tomorrow plays up could be important. Again, tomorrow could be an important setup. Now this is what I want to do. I'm going to play some YOLOs that I have, but I'm also going to start looking to average down on some of those puts now coming into this week. I'm still going to go small. Probably spend a couple $100, $200. Again, get some time. I'm aiming for March. This is what I'm doing. Please be careful. Option trading is extremely risky. You can't lose all my financial investment. Please use all financial advice, educational purpose only. Thank you. But tomorrow's going to be a setup. And again, I think I wouldn't be surprised to get news coming into this weekend. And I'm usually early sometimes. So this is why I'm scaling in, because if it's not this weekend, it's probably going to be next weekend. But tomorrow's going to be an important setup. And watch now too, how does the market, what does China do today? What do the global economies do? And then let's start really throwing back up the bond yields and the currencies, because now we've given it some time, but this is exactly what we saw today is beautiful. Again, so it's either the S&P is going to catch up to that and we could get a big move, double the size of this tomorrow if it matches up with China, or we might see something like this similar and then China and everywhere else might do a move. So that is important, and that's pretty much it. Get ready, man. Tomorrow's going to be a setup. Let's ride the wave. I hope you're prepared. Be nimble, be fluid, be currency, liquid. Yeah, okay, all right, I got it. But let us get into the plays. So right off the bat, I have 3 different plays. I will cover these. I mean, if you want them right now, I'll tell you the strike price, but you're going to have to wait. I want a UNH YOLO tomorrow. I think I'm going to do one. I've been eyeing it all day today. I was going to get it. I said, I'll wait till tomorrow. So I'm going to eye a UNH YOLO. Either I might even play both this week and then next week. We got an HD for next week, but I also want to look for a YOLO there. And then we did a McDonald's daily credit spread, which I'm going to share with you. So maybe I'll start off with that one. Since I want all of you guys to understand this, I'm going to give you another quick mini tutorial, but this is, again, watch the video. I spammed it in the chat today. It's called How to Consistently Trade Options options. The thumbnail says trade like a pro, but this is what we do for our daily credit spread strategy. So the point of this is selling premium gives you a little bit better odds than buying just a weekly, hoping it gets in the money. And the whole idea is sell on Thursday a contract that expires Friday, because then you could collect the premium. If it makes the move you're expecting, you could get that money by Friday. So that's what we did here. But the idea is we went for high credit, which is a low probability play, but we limit the risk based on how much we're doing. So the play we did was you short the 217.50 put and then buy the 215, and you're able to collect about $2.30 credit. So here you go. You could even switch on the option chain on E-Trade. You could switch to vertical spreads, and it's showing here 217, 220, or no, the 217, 215. So it's saying 226 at the bid, 254 at the ask, but that's actually a really good amount. Again, pretty much we got filled at 230. I only did one. I only risked 20 bucks. If we're right, all we need tomorrow is the stock has to be above 215.20 and we make money. If not, we lose money, but the max we could lose is 220. Now, I said this today too. Understand what you're doing if you're doing this on Robinhood. We want to take this till expiration, sometimes it might even say you're losing more than $30. It is a defined risk trade. You cannot lose more than $30 or $20, excuse me, at expiration. But if you let it expire, you're going to have that little glitch with Robinhood. It's going to say you're down 20, 30,000 because they need to clear the trade, but you're really not down that much, and you might be restricted from trading on Monday. So keep that all in mind. But for me, it's worth all those things, those factors. I know $20 max risk, you can make 220 bucks, and I like McDonald's. And now this has to even lead with the other plays that I like there too. But that's the first one I made. I will go over the next plays I want to buy, but now that we're on the topic, I do love McDonald's right here. Again, I said this earlier in the week. Watch for them. They could even be a good strangle as they're hitting highs here, as they're responding to the market. Market goes up, they went down. Keep that in mind. But now overlay them with HD. You remember they've done these little inverses and then they've met up with each other. So I'm pretty much expecting now, because HD is showing a lot of strength, either McDonald's is going to catch up with HD or even HD catches up with McDonald's. We will have to see. But to account for that, the next play we made, I was going to get the weekly on here. I was really enticed by these 242s, but they were 18 bucks, and I was like, that's kind of expensive for just the day. So instead we went with the 250s. These were a little expensive. I got these at 16 cents, but I only grabbed one. Actually, I paid 17 cents. They went up here a little bit, and again, now some people thought it was the cult volume bringing up the prices, but we've noticed this before, and this is what I've been keeping an eye on for. At certain times, HD will hold up its contracts price despite the stock even going down. So again, the contracts are getting priced weirdly. HD's at a breakout zone. So I love this. Even tomorrow, if we see this diverge from the market, this could be a great YOLO on here, and we're going to see it. Maybe I'll surprise you with it if you guys get those 1,000 subscribers on the other channel. You know what I'm saying? So watch out for them. And then the last YOLO play. So again, I'm already in the McDonald's. I'm going to probably buy another one of those HDs tomorrow. Again, we're going to keep an eye out for it. But the next one, this is the one I wanted. I'm either interested in here in the next week, 307 or 310s. A lot of contract activity. And now with UNH, again, it didn't respond negative to the Bernie stuff. You saw what they did the other day. If they start breaking out here, that could be good. I still think big moves both ways. That's why we got the puts on it. So I like, and the fact is, UNH is at a critical point. So if it breaks down or if it breaks out, those are going to be good. So that's why I kind of like these 307s or the 310s. But even then tomorrow, the crazy play I'm going to be keeping my eye out is this little bugger right here. Oh, it actually went up. They were going for, they were at 8 to 10 at close. I didn't see that. Man, they went up a little bit, but these are around 10 cents for the 300s. That's why we'll watch how it plays out tomorrow. That could be a good frogger, but I love that play. And then finally, I mean, since McDonald's were already in it, the last one I will consider is Boeing, but we need to get these cheaper. But now that even relates to one of the plays we made today. We grab this one, another vertical spread here. So again, we come up here. I don't know. Is it setting this up? See, it's not really showing us the right price because this is only showing $2 apart. So there it is. We have to extend the width by 2. This is the one we got. It was a 350, 355 call on Boeing. They had news today that the FAA certification, that they pretty much, FAA said they're completing it. It'll take a few weeks for everything to be good. So I wanted a little bit of time. It was big velocity, and it went up various times and actually held up again, even bounced off of that negative news yesterday. But we got these 350, 355s. I got these for 35 cents. So it was a really good fill. It was anywhere between $80 and $107, which wasn't bad. But at one point, it went up to $2.66. No way. I don't think that was right. We were up max like 400%. I think the contract, yes, this is showing 355 call. The spread itself, max, we were up like 300% at one point. But that was the other play we made. And then finally, we also got Guild. And I did a Qualcomm in the morning for a continuation. I'm going to keep my eyes on those. those. We grabbed a $20 84 put that expires tomorrow. That one's garbage now. But I got a guild. I did a March 20th. I spent $60. You know, I splurged a little bit. I got a March 20th $80 call and then sold the 85. We got these at 30 cents. Again, another debit spread. So watch the debit spread videos, but those went down, pretty much stayed there. But I got guild again after the World Health Organization. It seemed like they responded a lot more, and there's a lot more healthcare stuff coming out. So I think a lot of people are aiming at guild as the front runner. So I was like, virus exposure again. They had the earnings and they made all of these moves, but the fact that they're still holding up and going up, they have a good chance to even break out. And one thing I like about them, this is a big yearly breakout point for them, but they're also a good dividend stock. And again, check the volume here. I might even consider picking up some shares of guild. They're a 4% dividend. They've been around. I like AbbVie a little bit better, but I like those. And even that being said, I am going to be looking to pick up some AbbVie tomorrow after their earnings. But as far as everything else, again, those are going to be important. Again, SPY's dropping here after hours. But also watch Microsoft. These could be great for another weekly. These ones are going to be my runner-up for tomorrow, and then even setting up. Watch Disney for the continuation like we talked about. Then there was Win earnings. These were all over the place. I mean, this is going to be a big premium crush, but if Win gets activity, this is a great continuation play. And then also Uber had earnings. They could surprise, but Uber is going to be real hit or miss. And then those March puts we got are probably going to be toast. But watch them. Watch Boeing, Pinterest as well. They actually killed it, and surprisingly, they went up enough where even some of the further out the money contracts that I thought were expensive, those might gain value. And this could also, again, it's moved kind of like Snapchat has, so they could get a lot of positivity there, and that could be good. But even then, watch Snap. It came back to the exact price or a little bit under where we bought it yesterday. We made some of that money back, but I'm going to consider even getting some more there, but I think I've got to balance out the portfolio and go for AbbVie instead. But AbbVie did good. They're going to have earnings tomorrow morning, so we'll see what happens. And then finally, Qualcomm, we got that put. I'm watching for the continuation. And then lastly, I said it with Microsoft. I'll say it here with Apple, and they're at a point. Microsoft is leading the way. If Apple breaks out, it could start to get bigger candles here. And again, the dollar amounts Apple has been moving, and I think it's something to pay attention to, and I think there'll be some real sleeper plays there. But it's your watch list, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you're hydrated, healthy, ready to go. Make sure you post your watch list. Make sure we see you there in the morning. You need to control the balance, control the books, the budget, everything. Do not quit. You could tell me a lot of reasons why you should have quit, but tell me reasons why you're going to stay, baby. It's all a mental game. Control it, balance the budget. There will be plays, and get those long-term accounts set up. But trust the process. Don't get into a negative cycle of beating yourself up, and look for opportunities. Move on. Don't over risk it. Remember, use a deposit, scale in. Don't put the whole damn pie, baby. And be positive and respectful. And don't forget to stand up for somebody this month, baby, and every month. Man, let's go.